guys, it's a new week, so that means it's time for another unboxing review. Except we didn't do one last week. Whoops. So for this week, we're going to be talking about a new subscription box service, the Retro Game Treasure, which is similar to my Retro Game Box that we covered previously here several months ago. So this one is $30 a month, and inside you get 3 to 5 retro games in it. So let's check in and see what games we got and see if the service is worthwhile. Alright, so on top of our little treasure pile of games right here is one that I've played before, and if I'm not mistaken, I still own it. It is Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. So this is a first-person shooter game involving you killing, if I'm not mistaken, dinosaurs. Turns out he was a Native American all this time. That sounds racist. Extremely racist. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I have the black cartridge version of this game, but this is the gray cartridge version. It's still a fun game. I really should go back and play this because I never beat this or the original Turok. Never even played the remake. I am told I don't want to play the remake. But nonetheless, fun game, but let's get on to the other games in our little treasure chest. Alright, so next up is a game I never heard of before. Not a bad thing. Luckily I do research before I do this. It's Extreme G, which apparently is like a arcadey, actiony racing game. There's footage right here. Looks kind of fun. Definitely one of those games that probably be more fun if you have friends around and all that, yelling at each other to quit shooting at you and all that. But yeah, also it belongs to somebody named Selena. So Selena, if you want your game back, call me. Alright, so on the side we have a tiny little game, which I thought there might be like several of these in this box because of how small it is. But it's a Game Boy Advance game. It is the Fairly Oddparents Into the Cleft. So in this, you play as Timmy Turner, who's in the Crimson Chin comic books as his alter ego, Cleft, the Boy Chin Wonder. It's a side-scroller shooter platformer type of game, and it's okay-ish. I guess if you had a child who was very into the Fairly Oddparents, it wouldn't be a bad game. It's not bad by any means. Although now that I'm adult and I remember some stuff from the Fairly Oddparents, I'm just here, it's like, where does it fit into the continuity? Some of this stuff doesn't even make sense. This should be taking place afterwards, but this is when this happened. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd! Let's not talk about that. That would take forever for me to explain everything, and that's just within the first 2 levels. So let's move on to the last game. Alright, so the final game is on a console that I don't have any games for, so I'm kind of happy I finally have one for it. It is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 3 from the Super Famicom. So my very first ever Super Famicom game, because that guy on eBay didn't send the stuff to me. He gave me a refund, so no need to worry about that. But yeah, Romance of the Three Kingdoms probably wasn't my top pick for a game on the system because, if I'm not mistaken, very text-heavy strategy game, probably all going to be in Japanese. I'm going to have no clue on what's going on, so I'd be more interested in like a action game, but nonetheless, fun little game, hopefully, that maybe if I look online I can figure it out. But nonetheless, first over Super Famicom game I have, so no matter what, I'm still happy I finally have one. So guys, we've reached the end of the video, and like with my retro game box, what we're going to do is give you a price for the games overall and compare it to the subscription box service price. As a note, each and everybody supposedly gets different games because you set up your own personal preferences and you list what games you have and what consoles you have, so not necessarily going to be the same price range for everybody. Mine could be a little bit different, but overall, all the games are around $6. Maybe 1 or 2 is like $1, $1.50 under, but generally we're rounding it to 6 for each for simplicity's sake. So 6 times 4 is 24, and if you remember correctly from the beginning of the video, the subscription box service is worth $30, meaning there's a difference of $6, which, depending on who you are, maybe that's a big deal, maybe it's not. I leave it up to you people out there to decide. That's the reason I'm giving you the prices, so there can be a little bit better understanding on an average online pricing for you fine people out there. For me, it's not a big deal, really all that much. It's just $6. It definitely is far from like my retro game box where it was a $20 to $30 difference, if I'm not mistaken, on the last one we did of that. So with that in mind, I say it's an okay service. I would like to see a little bit more value. Like a lot of these things, I want to see the value being slightly above what we pay, because a lot of the good services out there, that's what they do. You get a little bit more bang for your buck. But nonetheless, it's definitely not that bad. But right now, on our ranking scale, I have to give it a go-K. Guys, thank you for watching, and if you're interested in your own little retro game treasure chest, go ahead and check out the doobly-doos down below. We have a link to the website so that you can sign up if you're interested and learn more about the service. Also, while you're down there, please hit the like button if you happen to like the video, and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the box. Did you like all these items up here? I think it was a little bit too overpriced, or did we get the right amount of stuff, or maybe you're also signed up to the service and you have a different experience and you got a ton more cool stuff in yours than what I did. Feel free to share it, and if you happen to like our stuff, subscribe to us to be up to date on all the fun things that we do here, ranging from Let's Plays to more unboxing reviews to vlogs on Friday and anything else that I decide to do, because I'm weird and random depending on the day. So yeah guys, here are 2 other videos that maybe you fine folks out there are interested in. Up here are some random images for like Imgur or Twitter and all that, even though there's no way for us to really link to that stuff. Oh, and another subscription box thing to hit. Ooh, oh, so many things. I feel like I need to be leaving soon. So, since it's getting crowded, guys, I shall see ya next time.